That's where came the concept called an editor. Please note that in Windows we have like Notepad, WordPad, TextPad, Excel, spreadsheet, all these concepts, right? But here you have nothing. You have only one type called editor, and the famous editor is VI editor. That's it. It's a text-based editor. That's it. It's a programmer's text editor. VI is a command. VI is a command that invokes an editor that opens a notepad kind of a scenario. And basically VI works in three basic modes. When I type a VI and press enter, I have basically three modes to choose from. By default it is in a read mode or a command mode. Then I have an option to go to insert, input, append or write so that I can write something. The third option is command line mode, which starts with colon. The command to switch from read mode to write mode is a bunch of commands I'll show you in the next slide. But if I have to go back to read mode anytime, I just have to press escape. The command to switch from write mode to read mode is escape, but not vice versa. Write mode to read mode, escape. Please note that the commands is nothing but don't assume it like a commands like two characters or four characters like clear, pwd, make dir. No. The commands in VI editor are mostly like one character commands. Okay. Please note that, and these one character commands again are case sensitive. Let me show you one simple VI example, then let me come back to this VI editor commands. If I have to write a first shell program, I'll say VI and give a program name. For example, if I want to write addition of two numbers. Yeah, don't ask me what I write inside, but see how I am writing, okay, for time being. Add.sh. I'm giving some extension as it's a shell script. Extensions are not mandatory, but we'll just give it for a user readability purpose. I press enter here. So it opened a file here, add.sh, and it is saying that it is a new file. Now what did I tell you? A VI editor has three modes. What are those three modes? Command mode or a read mode. By default VA starts in this mode. By default I am in a command mode. So if I have to write something, I have to go to insert, input, append or write mode. How can I go? By pressing any of these 6 characters. How can I write something? By pressing any of these 6 characters. When I press I, it starts writing from the cursor position. When I press A, it writes after the cursor position. When I press A, capital A, it appends at the end of the current line. When I press capital I, it inserts at the beginning of the line. Small o opens a new line after the current line. Capital O opens a new line before a current line. Let me show you the usage of small I. So if I have to write something, I have to first press small I. So I am pressing small I. The moment I press I, at the bottom it is gone. The message is gone. So this is in a write mode. Now I write something that this is my first shell program. Enter. Argument 1 equal to 100. Argument 2 equal to 200. Sum is nothing but expression of argument 1 plus argument 2. So once I am done with my input, I have to press escape and shift colon. If I press the shift colon, it will come here. I have to say W. This is like Control S in Notepad. you save your work frequently, right? Why do you save work frequently? So that there is a checkpoint will create. Similarly, when I say shift colon W, right? Shift colon W, it will write it here. That's why it is saying here it's created 4 lines and 78 characters were written. Now, once I am done with it, what would you do? In Notepad, you just write exit, or you click on the into mark and close it, right? Similarly here, shift colon W, Q for quit. Now when I say cat add.sh, you can see this content. Remember, initially it is a painful thing to use a VI editor, but with the consistent practice of a week or a couple of weeks, you will be comfortable with it. Because in a notepad, you will expect that you will move cursor using bottom arrow, right arrow, left arrow. In few Unix flavors, you may not do that. To move your cursor, you have to depend upon various cursor movement commands. H will move you one character left, L will move you one character right, J down and K up. Right. I mean, nowadays all latest flavors will support up arrow, down arrow, but a Unix ideal guy will do move using these options only. Let me open the file again. vi add.sh. By default, I'll be placed in what? Read mode. Now, if I have to go up, I need to press K, or I need to press up arrow. Anything is same. But even right arrows works in Linux. But if I have to move HJKL, these are the commands. H is to left, L is to right, J is to down, K is to up. You see my point? These are the cursor movement commands. See, when I press K, it is going up, but it's not typing the character K because I am in a read mode or a command mode. If I press I here, it will add exactly at the current cursor position. But I want to modify this 100 to 1000. So I press A for after. The cursor will move from one line and I press 0 and escape. Similarly, if I have to add a 0 after 200, I press A to right after the current cursor position. 0. Escape. And I shift colon W, Q and enter. Now let me open it again. I realize that it's not 1000, it's only 10. I need to place a cursor at a character where I want to remove and press X to delete a character. X and X. And if I have to write a new line here, I have to press O to write a new line. Echo $sum. Escape, shift colon W, Q. When I change mode for this, if I run this add.sh, you'll get 30. Like this, these are all the various VI editor commands. Like this, these are all the various VI editor commands. Trust me on this that you cannot be a master at VI just by listening. You can understand ls command, you can understand uname command, but you cannot master at a VI without practice. And how do you practice it is, let's randomly pick up some data. Open a notepad or open a text bar, take a paragraph and start typing it. For example, if I go to unix.org, if I click on what is Unix here, I have some content here. If I have to be if I am serious about learning VI editor, All I do is vi unix.org and I start typing here phd unix, how exactly it looks like there, has traditionally been applied. Just try practicing this one simple paragraph. It has a high capital letters, it has a trademarks, it has a symbols, it has numbers, it has a paragraphs, it has a sentences. You will be comfortable with. Type from here to here without a mistake. In a week's time, trust me, you are good, very good at UAPI editor. See, there is no other way of learning it, man. There is no other way of learning VA editor other than you sit down and practice it. I know it's a painful thing, but if you are serious about having your career in Unix environments, you need to have a VA editor because there are no notepads, there are no wordpads, there are no spreadsheets. You see my point? Right. See how important it is in learning of a keyboard typing for a computer engineer, because day in and day out you work on a computer, right? So that's why you need to type keys without seeing it. That's how it is important of a VA editor for Unix guys. You see what I'm saying? Spend some time there and let me know if you have any queries through email and I'll be happy to assist you. Okay? Any questions so far? All right.
We are fine. Can you send me if you have anything like how to install VMware and how to set up the environment? Do you have any videos? Can you please send us?
Yeah, I'll do that, Kaushik, sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Once I have some content written, even though I said to you guys, okay, type this, let me copy this for the practice here. viunix.org, dd will remove the line, and if I press insert and if I press right click, this is the whole content that I copied from there. I quit, I write and quit. If I say unix.org, if I have to search for a specific word here, I have to press forward slash. When I press forward slash, the word comes like Unix, and if I press enter, these are all the various matches. So you see this color, the current match is here. If I press N, I'll go to the next match. If I do N, I'll go here. If I do N, like this. If I do Shift N, I'll come in the backward. The same, man, you know, in Windows Control F, you move forward and you move backward. Please note that by default, this is a case sensitive search. Case sensitive. If there is any lowercase Unix, it won't be matched with that. For example, if I wrote something here, I am small Unix, it does not find this. It does not find this command. It does not hit this Unix. But if you want to even do a case insensitive search, you have to say shift colon SE set ignore case sensitive IC. The moment you do, you set some instructions like this, and the next moment you search for Unix, lowercase Unix, even uppercase will match. And similarly, one more such instructions is SENU, set number. It will give numbering to the sentences. So those things have been given here. Press forward slash to search forward. Press question mark to search backward. Press N to move forward. Shift N to move backward. And various command line mode commands. Colon set number to set numbers. Set no numbers to disable numbers. Set IC, set no IC. Set all will show you all the options, right? When I say set all, it will show you all the options you can use it at VI command line editor. We have used only one option here. That is set no NU or set NU. or set IC, set no IC. Like this, to see all options you have set all. This is a version. One more important thing you can do is, if you want to all of a sudden find out a time, you don't have to exit from here and find it out. You can simply say colon exclamation and you can say date and enter. It will show you the time, and if you press enter, you will still be in your VA editor. If you want to see or if you want to run anything from a shell prompt, you don't have to exit from here. You can simply say colon exclamation and say ls. It will show you a bunch of files inside. You can run a command like that without exiting from a VA editor. So that's what I am trying to show you here. Right. That's pretty much I have about a VA editor. See, VA editor you can talk about days. It's more of you sitting down there and practicing it. So take some content. Just randomly select a paragraph and start typing it exactly how it looks like on that source. It should exactly look like same in a VA editor. And save it, come out of it, open it again. Try to modify a word. You make mistakes and try to correct it. Let me know if you have any problems over the email. Any questions on this? Touch, cat and VA editor. 3 different ways you can create files.